Adored by audiences, acclaimed by critics and admired by our peers, Emmylou Harris is an icon of country and western music. In a career that spanned more than 3 decades in true country style, she has loved and lost. And now she's hit middle age running. This week I caught up with her in London. It seems that you're kick-started into a completely new phase with the album and now the single. I mean, do you feel you've got a sort of fresh lease of life?
Well, I've been hitting it pretty hard since 1995. Well, probably since 1975. But it's been a real intense period, a very creative period for me. I think sometimes you stumble onto those periods. I have a friend who believes that your life is lived in sort of 7-year increments, and that the period from 49 to 56 is intensely creative. And I could be the poster child for that, really. Been able to do songwriting, which was something that was always eluded me or was so difficult for me that I would put it off. So this has been you know, it's been a very good period of time for me creatively. It was a teenage wedding and the old folks were somewhere. You could see that Pierre did truly love the mademoiselle.
Since she was discovered singing in a bar in 1971, Emmylou Harris has made 27 albums and won 7 Grammy Awards.
Said the old folks, it goes to show you never can tell.
But only now has she written most of the material for her latest album, Red Dirt Girl. And so the songs have a rawer, more emotional edge.
I always meant to ask you about the war.
The intensely personal songs, well, there's a song to your father and a song to your daughters. Did you know that this was going to happen, that you wanted to do that as a kind of, maybe as a tribute or as a message?
Well, I mean, you don't know where the songs are coming from. Obviously, you're writing about things that are so much a part of your emotional life. And the death of my father was one of the you know, pivotal moments and saddest and traumatic things that ever happened to me. He died very suddenly, and I think no matter how you lose a parent, it's something you're never prepared for. And I did feel that there were so many things that I didn't say to him, even though we had a good relationship and we loved each other very much, and I'm sure he knew how much I loved him, but you still feel that there's so much left unsaid, and I wanted to honor him.
Also on that album is a song for the girls, your daughters, and I mean, you are the kind of archetypal single mom in a sense, although you've been, you know, periods of your life where you've been, you know, with a partner.
The song basically does deal with parenthood and being a mother, but the strongest inspiration is probably from my relationship with my oldest daughter, who suffered from the fact that I didn't know what I was doing. I was away a lot. She was fortunate enough to have grandparents who were extremely nurturing, so that I knew that she was all right. She also, my daughter has been epileptic since the time she was 7. And it's a feeling of incredible impotence as a parent. There was an element of that kind of helplessness, I think, that inspired the song. Now she's actually at a point now where she's doing very well. It's like, right, okay, and brushes herself off and just goes right back. I mean, she's very inspiring to me with the way she deals with it. She doesn't allow it to stop her at all. She's one of the few people I can fight with, because I tend to be, oh no, I don't want, I don't want to fight.
No confrontation.
Anything, no confrontation. But she'll just come right at you, and I'll find out I'll come right at her too, and because we know we love each other. So that's been good.
What's all this talk about love? I
And the new generation, the Dixie Chicks, what do you make of that?
Well, you know, I like their sassiness. I like the fact that even though they're up there and they're being, you know, uninhibited, sexy women, basically they're being musicians first, and I like that. They're not posers, you know, and I don't like all their material, and they're a bit young for me in the sense that, you know, I like those really songs about death and mortality and depression and but they have some great sad country songs, you know, and they do them great.
Turning away from music now, just to other areas of your life which are important, do you feel let down by American politics?
Oh yes, I think most Americans do. And I think they're really looking for someone to rise to the occasion. I think people are very, very jaded. It's got to take someone coming forward who actually takes a stand on things, on the war against drugs, which everyone knows is failing, on gun control, on the ecology. You know, they're just issues that are important to people, but more than anything, I think we need a person of character. I think we need someone that we need Michael Douglas in an American president. Johnny Cash, please run for president. We need you.
Just finally, I mean, this is the creative 50s. I mean, do you feel that you look around, you see all these people entering another sort of phase in their career, and actually there's no question of winding down?
Oh no, I think there's another thing that has permeated our culture, especially American culture, which is this thing about old age being a disease. I think it's important that people never lose their passion and their enthusiasm, and looking on life as an adventure. I'm not saying that that's easy, because I do think it requires energy, even when you're young. It's always kind of an uphill struggle.
So are you still looking for adventure?
Every day. Every day. You just never know what's around the next bend.
Emmylou Harris, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.